Hello audience, my name is Isaac Gutierrez and we at Bardic Logs welcome you to Skyla and Drura in Fear of the Elements. Episode 3. Enjoy. And as you stand with that giant icicle in front of you that he left as he pounces off, the old man comes up to you. Oh my god, did you see what the fuck that happened? What the fuck?
No, sir, we sat here and hallucinated the entire thing with you. Yes, we saw. Don't be alarmed. The problem will be dealt with, swiftly. I hope. I pray. You wouldn't happen to have a map of, like, the surrounding settlements, would you? Because I, may have stricken up a deal that I don't really...
We need to find the capital, the nearest capital.
Yes.
Are you looking for like
so kindly for saving your life?
Are you looking for like wizards and stuff? Like he kept bringing that up. Wizards. Etc.
Yeah, I believe it. That's exactly what we're looking for. Yes.
Exactly.
Please come into my shop. I can present you a few options.
Okay.
As you enter his or his potion shop. I'm just an alchemist. I'm not really a wizard. I couldn't help that poor soul. And you see tons of different potions, alchemical stuff like cure disease, different kinds of diseases, specific diseases though, ointments. You see wraps on the go, like actual bandages that work essentially like a healing potion, stuff like that. And like they're like cheaper, better for medics and on the go. And he has all this different stuff, but there's like a huge hole in the back of his shop now that kind of has thrown lots of this cool stuff aside and asunder, as even the door that he opens let you in is kind of half broken open when I'm just gonna call him G because like he's a glitch. So G broke through, trying to convince him to help him. Help them.
Right.
Give me 1 second. I just need to go grab a map. And he scuttles off into another broken door, and you hear him scuttling about, being like, "Oh, Jesus is on fire," and like tapping out some paper, and it's okay, I'm good. And you hear him ruffling through some paper. So, anything you guys like to discuss so far?
It's a bit of a random thought, but you don't think he happened to get to any other villages aside from these two, do you? Because now that I think about it, we've really only checked these two, and there may be like a dozen or so burning villages off in the east that we just don't know about. Probably should have asked that before we sent him away, huh?
Would you guys like to take a look back
in the sky?
previous...
Sure.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, so go back to the previous village, which I did describe as being like a mountainous river village, and you can get to a high part and take a look at the previous areas.
Sure.
It's like the quickest way to do it, and it'd only take you about an hour.
We should do that after we get our map.
Alright.
I agree.
So, the man comes out holding a few different maps. Well, let's see. So, I get a lot of my ingredients from wizards, different kind of artificers, traveling people, etc. You see a map that comes out that says Zenith, the traveling gobbo. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a good one. If you find a goblin who has dragons painted on the side of his wagon, he has wonderful supplies and different things to sell you. But he's a bit of a trickster. Be careful.
Lovely.
Yes, indeed. But let me see, the ones that are nearby that can help you. We have a few. Let's see. I heard tales of a Feywild entrance to the north that allows you to. A wandering adventure spoke of a hag that likes to do deals and give locations for specific information, but she likes to trade a secret for a secret.
That sounds intriguing, yet also entirely repulsive at the same time, but we will keep that in our back pocket.
Alright, I know the one would be... it's a little too far to go into any nearby capital. I believe he kept speaking about 10 days, so within 10 days, there's also, there's a wizard up in a tower, high up into the mountain, back towards the previous village. The one I assume you guys came from, as he kind of points towards like the area. I saw you guys coming from that direction, so You could have. No, now that I think about it, you could have came from somewhere else. Is that where you came from?
He was pointing in the direction of the village we just came from, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the place.
Indeed, that's where we're
Or,
from.
or I suppose used to be the place.
There you go. Okay, good. My wild assumptions were correct ones. So, going back that way, up that mountainside, that you can take a peek at the entire valley. There's a wizard who you'll have to strike some kind of bargain, whether it's a favor or something, and he'll give you aid. But the aid, he acts like a genie of sorts. He's a fanatic. He likes helping people, but he likes to be a bit trickier at it.
Okay, so far we're looking at reclusive
A
mountain
goblin.
wizard, a goblin,
And an old
a hag.
The final one is an Artificer. She's a traveling one. She came only a few days ago. You might find her. He holds up a few different maps. I don't really have it marked on a map, but he holds up like a local map. She's speaking about having a hidden tree house down about 5 miles down. He points to the opposite direction of the mountain, down the forest path. If you go that way, you might be able to find her, and she might be able to give you some kind of aid. She's speaking about magic dampening stuff.
Okay, so she's sounding like our best option at the moment.
I agree there, Drura. Guess it's off to go find her then?
Alright.
So would you like to circle back and grab our I guess acquaintance is the proper word, or should we
You mean
just
the barbarian?
yes. No, believe it or not, I meant the child that we saved.
I mean, we could do that too, you know.
That was sarcasm, but if you want to take the child, I personally...
As you guys start talking about this, as you start walking off, the other man's like, "Thank you again. That was great." And I'll say this is the entire time we sort of walk back towards the mountain and take a look.
Anytime, just, give us a shout, and if for whatever reason we're within earshot, we'll be on our way.
For saving my life, please. He comes out with 2 potions, one for each of you. You, being a sarcastic person, I assume you like to kick ass and piss people off. So here we go. He hands you a potion. This will send you into a rage.
Read like a book. I've been read like a book.
This will send you into a rage like a barbarian. I call it feral felines. Rawr.
I'm typically wary of things given to me by strangers, but you are no, how do I say, strange human boy running a smithy, so I will keep this tucked in my belt pouch.
What does that mean? What?
Oh, it's a little funny thing. Actually, you're a potion maker, I might ask.
Yes.
So how familiar are you with gnomish smoothies?
What is smoothie? I've heard of something to the north made with ice and snow, and it makes cold drinks. We're trying to import it to the desert to help aid people in work days.
I don't know exactly what it was, but they said it was a gnome berry smoothie.
Some kind of brew or concoction of the sort, and
there's nothing called gnome. There's no actual berries called gnome berries. Gnomes, and people just keep claiming it. No one knows what the actual berry is.
Well then.
Noted. Long story short, it gave our friend 2 more arms than he usually has, and we don't know if it is a permanent thing. He seems not to mind, but I haven't really asked him, so I feel if we could get that sorted, would be most appreciative. Also, he's been flexing a lot, an uncomfortable amount.
Like some chaos magic. It's different than wild magic. No, wild magic is within the realm of the weave itself flexing about. Chaos magic is the actual theme and desires of the world compulsing and making something happen.
Drura nods, and being a divine caster, she's simply going to pretend she knows exactly what the fuck he's talking about.
Yes,
yes. Yep, the weave, that.
There's only a few people who I know who have innate access to the chaos magic. It would be like tieflings, drow, gnomes, stuff like that.
Gnomes. Ironic.
Mostly tieflings and drow and underdark types that have innate spellcasting. However, those kinds of races. Gnomes, however, have just a little bit because of a certain heritage marker of how gnomes came about. I do not know the story. All I know is that for some reason they have chaos magic.
Regardless, your knowledge is most appreciated, and we shall be taking our leave now.
Your potion, though.
Oh, right, that.
The ever-inquisitive Drura is trying to take all the loot and move on.
No, I just, talk a lot.
Skyla, Princess Skyla, here's your potion. I noticed your...
Thank you.
Of course, you're very observant and passionate. This is a potion of passion. The more passionate you are at stuff, the more increases your ability to do it. It's like it takes all the adrenaline and pumps it into your brain, making your brain work harder.
Intriguing indeed. Thank you, sir.
To point out, every time he said the word passion, Drura would gently nudge Skyla with her tail.
He said passion a lot, so it was quite a and Skyla, like, okay, fucking stop. Okay, alright.
Okay then.
Yes.
Well, I guess Drura, we should be on our way.
Indeed.
I suppose. Oh, one final.
God damn it.
Just really quick. One small, tiny, really quick thing. There's a guardsman or a captain or something of the sort. About yay tall. Real asshole of a guy. You'll know him when you see him. Do me a favor. I need you to deliver a message for me the next time you see him. Just simply the words, "I fucking told you so."
Okay.
Okay, goodbye. And Drura starts walking off.
He steps into his shop.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, of course. I see that you're vaguely French now. As he steps aside, he pulls out a broom and starts
sweeping up fire.
Let's just get out of here.
Now go ahead and RP while you guys walk to the mountain. Any questions or discussions you guys like to have?
I suppose we've got a bit of time to kill as we're walking, so I don't know. Like I said before, I haven't really traveled with anyone in well over 100 or so days. My speaking skills are getting a tad bit rusty, but I figure, we might as well share a bit about each other, seeing as to how we're maybe traveling with one another for the next 10-ish days, depending on how our journey to find this wizard or person of great power might go. I don't know if you have any questions about me, just ask away.
I mean, I'm a little bit rusty with my speaking skills too, as all
I would assume, having a dog as your companion, yes.
Yes, Tim and I have quite a few conversations all the time, and 90% of the time they're amusing, but...
She's talking shit.
I don't like her as much now.
Onyx, what the hell are you talking about? I just said we have funny conversations.
That too. I've been meaning to ask about that. Been mostly keeping it to myself. So I notice sometimes you'll reply to him after he barks, and is it like a mental thing? Can you read his thoughts, or
he leans
I'm
in.
a Beastmaster.
He like nudges you, Skyla. She knows.
So
she knows.
yeah. I'm a Beastmaster, so that means he's my companion, and him and I can basically communicate telepathically. I can understand him through mind.
Oh, so he's a fancy wolf.
He is a fancy wolf.
Fancy.
You know, the story of how I acquired him was rather amusing. I was on my first quest to actually prove myself to the rest of my, group I was with, get my ranger status and...
Like a rite of passage. Yes, we had those all the time.
Yes.
I would assume a lot more bloody, but yes.
Well, I had to go find this peculiar creature that was hiding up in the mountains and kill it and bring it back. And on my way up there, I came across this pack of wolves and this little pup here now, Onyx. After, kind of saving him and proving myself that, I'm not there to hurt them, and they came back and kind of saved me from a pack of rabid dogs, I guess is what they were. I'm not sure. Some sort of other thing, whatever. And instead of leaving with this, going back with the rest of his pack, he decided he wanted to stay with me.
So you rewarded them by stealing one of their children. Magnificent.
She kidnapped me.
I know, I'm joking. I'm just joking around.
She kidnapped me. She gave me food and kidnapped, but you kidnapped me.
Your mother gave you the choice.
I've always wanted.
Back.
I was a puppy and I was hungry. It's not fair.
I've just never gotten around the whole
stay with your mother.
Taming a pet thing. It seems so. I don't know. It's just not that it's not my style. I just don't seem to have the affinity for, I suppose, animal handling.
We will discuss this tonight instead of arguing in front of Drura.
Yeah, it's funny because I come from a family of Gloomstalker Rangers, and I'm the first one of all of them. Literally, like the whole village is like Gloomstalker Rangers from our variant of Elf, and I'm the first one that wasn't a Gloomstalker.
I feel that, not in the same sense, but let's just say where I come from, the people are more chaotic, and the worship of the gods is not exactly appreciated. We trying to figure out how to explain it without making my people sound like a bunch of barbarians. I mean, that's pretty much what we were, but there's layers to everything. It's more than meets the eye. And Drura
this bitch like onions.
And so starts sort of trying to wiggle her breastplate loose and show the massive fucking gash dead in the center of her chest. I don't know, is it a gash? I don't
Sounds uncomfortable.
Oh, incredibly so. It's not a pleasant experience. Well, I'm not going to pussyfoot around it any longer. Being bitten by a dragon, but it's just a thing, all the men, all the women, once you are of age, you are marked by your patron dragon, and that just sort of signifies adulthood. Who came up with that ritual? I have no fucking clue. I personally would not go through it again. Just about bled to death, but I guess it's made me the woman I am today.
Yeah, we all go through our trials. That's for sure.
I bet you, we all go through our trials. Some of them just, fucking bullshit. I would have liked to go and tame a wolf, but no, I got a hole put in my chest. No. Shit isn't fair.
No.
I heard him call you princess back there. Was that an actual thing, or?
I'm not necessarily a princess, more so my family, the royal guard. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm definitely a princess, that's for damn sure.
Not gonna say that. That would have came out a little bit on the racist side. I don't know. I take this as you will. I could see it. I don't know if it's the whole elven sort of fair and majestic air that you've got going on, but I could see you as a princess.
We're a very odd version of an elf here. I'm an Eladrin elf, so that's just kind of the odd part of it. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not royalty, as far as I'm concerned, unless there's some sort of a secret my family is hiding from me, but...
Well, you never know.
Maybe that would explain why they're all Gloomstalkers and I'm not. I don't know.
Well, maybe next time you go home, do a little bit of asking around. Oh no. Oh. Jacob,
For all I know, it could be because
Jacob,
I was
no.
For all I know, it could have been adopted out to, a local
And as
village
you,
family that was part of the royal guard, but...
As you say, oh no, Drura, you look over and you see the entire village burn to the ground, with the river kind of putting out the remaining fires. As you see Raft super burned to hell. Now Skyla, as you walk up, you can see it as well. Burned to complete hell is Raft as he walks up, and you see a long line of people and villagers behind them holding various items that they wish to try to keep, but various parts are burned or somehow mildly destroyed. And he looks up. Oh, hello, ladies. Trying to act manly while he's burned and about to fall over, giving the little peck, like, haha, strong man look. How can I help you? I saved all the villagers.
Okay, so here's what before we go into anything else really quick. I see you seem relatively fine when it comes to your general how do I say physical state at the moment. The way you speak, the way you walk, would you say just if you were to put it into like a numerical sense, where would you put yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say there was a number that represented the maximum amount of punishment that your body could take before collapsing. If you were to like put yourself somewhere on that number scale, where would it be?
Oh, like a 20.
20 out of
20.
Okay, so you're fine. You're all right. Any villagers back there? Anyone severely hurt that I need to
the little
take
girl
care
runs
of?
up. Drura, Skyla.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy to see you're okay, little one.
I mean, the village is destroyed, but I'm cool. My parents are dead, but it's chill.
Well, all there are some sacrifices that must be made, but the gods will see it through and all that nonsense. I'm sure your parents and family members are fine. As with all the other deceased village members, this is a depressing sight. Should probably move you all out of here, huh?
Yeah, the creature didn't even die. It just kind of ran out of shit to burn, so it left.
Define left.
She points off to a distance, and you see on a mountainside, just a single forest fire is going off.
Oh, good lord.
Huh.
Well, at least
We're gonna.
So,
Raph, the man said we're gonna go to town and alert the people of the damage so that we can try to rebuild and get more adventurers. Oh yes.
That sounds magnificent. That sounds like a wonderful idea, actually.
I didn't know if you're coming back, so I had a plan for the villagers.
No. I trust all of your judgment.
That was a very good idea, Raph. Definitely a very good idea.
That is yeah, that'll be fine. He's stupid. 18 deception. As I'm saying that, I trust your greater judgment.
No, thank you.
I'm glad to see you took some initiative. We came back to just check up on everyone really quick. Give you the scoop. So to keep a long story short, the monster is sort of like how would you describe it, Skyla? Like a elemental sort of energy.
It's an an elemental being that's kind of, and I guess if you could really put into words, kind of short-circuiting with their elements.
On the fritz at the moment, and we have agreed to, in exchange for it no longer running around and destroying villages, we are to find a wizard or powerful, I guess, caster of sorts to try and stabilize or cure their element. And oh boy,
my cousin's a wizard.
You know, we've actually already got a couple potential.
Well, I go to the village. I'll also write a note to him. Maybe he can come. He's Sir Punch a Fist.
That's we'll be fine. But I once again I appreciate the gesture.
Roll me persuasion check to have him not summon Punch a Fist.
11 plus 6, 17.
I'm so sorry. He goes to you. You're right. It is a really good idea. I'm gonna go get Punch a Fist. And he turns around and says, "All right, everybody, we gotta go. We got a lot of stuff to send out."
Wow, I really need to polish up on my speaking skills again. Well, if everyone here is okay, and I use okay loosely, okay in the as okay as you can be after your entire livelihood and home has been destroyed.
Yeah, the entire village
category. We will be taking our leave. If anybody needs any sort of serious medical attention, I suggest you speak up now, as we will not be returning for a few days.
A few people kind of like raise their hands, like if they have broken arms or injured legs.
These are a bunch of commoners, so I will go around and dish out lay hands and cure wounds and shit.
Also, you can fix them up with 8 lay hands.
8 lay hands, alright.
Yeah. During this time, Skyla, you over here, man, have you heard anything from the previous village? Because that monster came in hard. Wasn't there another one before us?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you're saying that
hi.
Is there another village?
Well, I have a friend who lives in the village. That down. She points kind of like down the southeast-ish, down that way, and he hasn't. I haven't heard from him for a bit. He wasn't at our normal meeting place. And I come back and the village is burnt.
Look into Drura.
Okay, now, sir, I'm just going to need you to bite down on this cloth really
okay.
quickly. I have to. It's Oh boy, I sure do not enjoy this one. Really quick, what's your name?
Weston.
And before he can even put it out, she just fucking like breaks his arm.
Back
and not like sort of resets it so she can then heal it.
As you heal it, he looks grateful but in very much pain.
Yes, sorry. What was that, Skyla? I apologize. What?
Apparently, to the southeast, there's another village that might have been attacked.
Fuck. Sorry. That's quite unfortunate. And
some of the villagers were just talking. They've got some friends that live in a village to the southeast they haven't heard from.
The man before, the fishing man, steps out of the crowd. Excuse me, thank you, Mr. Mackerel here. I just wanted to say thank you for, at least as a group, stopping the creature and saving us. Even though we'll have to rebuild, at least most of us who were left were saved. And, that's pretty much thanks to you guys. On top of that, I found my family, and I told you I'd give you something. He turns around and pulls out a line with a hook on the end. The hook is kind of big for even like a fishing hook, and it has the line looks like slightly glistening. It is very long. It's like 10 feet of like fishing line. This is I found this when I was fishing one day. And so, I guess this is the best thank you I can say.
I appreciate the gesture, sir, but what do I
it might come in handy
with
for some
this?
reason.
Yes, suppose I'll hold on to it. We can find some use for it. I
Possibly.
Yeah, I
bet this totally won't come up in about 13 or so sessions, but
when I took it to a local appraisal guy, and he definitely says it's magical, and that has apparently the string is very strong. It just can't snap.
Oh.
hey,
Definitely sounds.
Skyla. So I'm not one that's well versed in the natural magics, but one would say they are quite intertwined with the divine. You wouldn't happen to have the ability to detect magic, could you?
I believe I
See if
do,
you can
actually.
delve further into this, because I
Nerd.
I do have detect magic.
I did not prepare that today.
I do have magic detection.
Woo!
Alright. As you cast it, it does in fact come off with a transmutation spell, and strangely enough, an evocation spell you sense from it.
Oh.
Also,
Interesting.
some. I'll say you notice two kinds of transmutation magic on it.
There's two different kinds of magic on this. This is definitely intriguing.
Well, three kinds, including the evocation. Onyx says.
Actually, there's three.
Well then,
I can see everything you do.
I
Noted.
I can't exactly say I'm very familiar with all three kinds of magic here.
I mostly just needed to be sure it was of magic, but you know, that's interesting. Perhaps when we find one of these wizards, we'll give it to them to give a greater look. Speaking of which, next big question. So we're sort of obligated to, I guess, visit this other village, are we not? Or do we continue on our current quest?
I mean, it really depends on, how far out of our way this other village could be.
Would you guys like to go to the mountain to go look?
Sure.
Might as well.
Alright. So, as you guys head up, you guys see down deep within the valley another village, maybe 25 miles out. And you see tons of ice everywhere.
So it looks like he visited there first but froze it.
Then to the left, you see a path of ice and lightning strikes. You very singed things.
Okay, I'm sensing a pattern here.
Should we be concerned about him being in this cave and kind of just cycling through all these elements?
I
feel like it kind of presses our quest a little bit to try to get back and get him contained as fast as possible.
Yes, yes, it seems like the best usage of our time.
It looks like he came from the south and started traveling north, trying to find somebody to help him.
So
well, the faster we get him help, the more time I would say we have to worry about these other villages. As cruel as that may sound, I feel as though we have to look at things from the bigger picture. Oh, my Discord just actually imploded upon itself. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
okay.
I can still hear you.
My Discord just closed itself for no apparent reason. That's fun.
Weird. So, as you guys can either go explore the the village to the south, which includes that lightning and ice path that leads westward from the village.
I love Westworld.
Or as I said before, up the hill, up the mountain is the wizard.
I suppose the wizard is close. We may as well talk to him
Yes.
while we're near.
I agree. We need to figure that out and see if he's able to help us.
Alright.
Onward then, and she will, I guess while we're making the trek, she'll, put her morning star away, put her shield on her back, and draw her greatsword. Because I've got no doubt in my mind we're going to be molested by something on the way there.
Alright, I'm gonna go roll random encounters as you go up the mountain to the wizard's lair.
13 ancient red dragons descend from the sky.
Alrighty, well, let's get to move on. Come on, Onyx. Keep up.
Onyx
As you're walking up,
pisses right on the ground in retaliation.
as you're walking up, in the very far distance, you see along a cliff edge is a fairly tall tower with a big, almost like observatory type building on the bottom. However, as you start getting up and the air starts getting, lighter, and you start seeing lot more clouds passing by you, it's been a few hours, and you hear in the distance a yell, a scream. Ah! Oh god! Oh no!
Oh.
Seems as if my intuitions are correct as usual. What do we say? You are better at, I'd say stealthing and tracking than I am, obviously. Do you want to take the lead?
Yeah.
See as though we, would more than likely be detected the, moment I came within view, and so, use her tail and her arm to just motion forward.
Yeah, let's just move. I'll take the lead.
Alright. Go ahead and are you gonna do stealth or are you just going ahead?
I think stealth might be a good idea.
Go ahead and roll me stealth, Skyla.
Well, sit back with my, -1 disadvantage stealth.
Well, I got a 7 + 3, so a 10.
So, you're both kind of moving a little too quickly to really stealth it, and even with her staying back, the clink of her armor is still fairly loud, as you aren't really able to stop and tuck to the side, either of you, quick enough before a man who walks around with various different robes and clothes about him, with a few different packs upon his back. He holds an item wrapped in cloth in his right hand. Hi, hello. Are you adventurers, travelers? Can you help me?
No, actually, believe it or not, and she bites her tongue before she can make another sarcastic remark. Yes, we are adventurers. Are you hurt? We heard you scream. Are you okay?
Yes. You gotta help me hide or do something, or hide the gem, or help me convince him. I stole this. He pulls from the leather a humongous, giant ruby. This thing is bigger than your head. I stole this from some ogres. They work for the wizard in the tower, but I stole this from them, and I'm a merchant. I can pay you very, very well if you help me hide this. In the distance, you hear, get him! You hear a lot of footsteps.
Drura just kind of looks at the man, then looks at Skyla, and then looks down at Onyx, and just, okay, sir, so, small itty bitty, issue when it comes to us helping you. We're actually, currently making a journey to, go see and, request help from the man you, have stolen from. Yes, awkward. I know. Is there any particular reason you took this gem, or?
Well, it's powerful. I can finally become wealthy as a merchant, become renowned. I can stop thieving. I can sell it. It has great magical power in it. He gives a very intense smile. I'm like, please, if you help me, I'll make you rich beyond your dream.
Yeah, no. Believe it or not, we're actually going to need that gem from you.
What?
No, I don't.
He starts kind of backing away. 4 ogres pop up, and they have big. What's it called? What fuck? Where are they? A strange symbol engraved over their foreheads. It appears to be one with an eye, but the eye has several dashes and lines going through it.
Interesting.
Oh, good lord.
Hello.
That man stole from the wizard Whizbang.
Yes, we were actually just in the process of talking to this man about returning the gem.
Wait, guys.
You all...
Can we not? He starts slowly trying to back away.
Can we not? What?
Not hassle a poor merchant who just wants to finally get his way in life after a long, hard strife and. The ogres. Come on, he's got so many gems. It's just one.
Well, sir, that's stealing is not. I would be inclined to help you if maybe the gem posed some sort of actual significance to you. Yes, no, this is just an act of greed. This is not. Why would I, sir? You do see, and she whips out. She takes the time to sheath her sword, whips out her shield. That you do see all of the sort of paladin-esque iconography, right? I'm trying to get into your mental state here. What were you actually expecting us to help you, or?
Well, but he looks super defeated. He just kind of goes, but. I work so hard.
Yes, I know. So just trust me. I know. Not the first of this situation that I've had to deal with, and I know life is tough. Everyone has their struggles, but
the ogres all kind of start pounding their fists and start kind of approaching the man.
Just come on, give them back the gem.
He looks up at you, tears in his eyes. He's going to take a disengage action in attempt to run by. He shoves Skyla into you, Drura, and with that dashes past you guys. Onyx trying to take a bite, but then getting caught up in a little dog pile that happens. The ogres start going to chase him.
Get him! Stab him in the butt!
I'll say you guys have not you, Drura, but Skyla. You'll have a faster reaction than the ogres. What would Jake to do?
Stab him in the butt!
Shut up.
He's about
I wonder,
20 feet from you.
I wonder. Yeah, because I got 30 feet walking speed, so I can. I would like to try to catch him.
Alright, you run up to him. What would Jake to do?
Did I ever take my rope back from rescuing the little girl?
Yeah, no, it got burned down.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Well.
Well, I can't really tie him up. And I kind of just reached my arms out to try to just catch him, or maybe try to get ahead of him a little bit and just clothesline him.
Sure.
Knock him over. I don't have shit for strength, but I've got decent dex, so.
Give me an acrobatics check, and we'll say you try to do it ninja style.
8 trigrams, 64 palm him in the back.
10 plus 5, 15.
15, you run up to him, and you kind of grab him by the shoulders, flip yourself over his shoulders. Using that momentum, you grab him from under the armpits and flip him over you, slamming his back onto the ground. Go ahead and roll me a d8 damage. Actually, we'll just do a d4 damage and it will be, he's also prone and stunned until your next round.
Okay. Got a 4. Damage 4.
4 plus your dex.
Plus my dex.
Oh, that's 5, right?
Yes, dex is 5. So plus 5, so 9.
So 9. Wonderful! So you break this man's back as you slam him down. The gem kind of rolls to the floor. He looks at you gasping with blood kind of coming from his mouth. I just wanted to finally be something.
You know, it's just occurred to me that I was just sort of like staring for a moment, and I blinked, and Skyla, what the hell?
Oh, ogres kind of surround you, Skyla.
No,
Give us
it's
the
fun. I'm more so confused how I just sort of blacked out for a moment. Anywho, well done.
The ogre surrounds you, Skyla. Give us the gem.
I pick it up and hand it to the ogres. I believe this guy's belongs to you. Did you say it came from the wizard Whizbang?
Yes. Did you say you go talk to him?
I think we were on our way to see him.
Yes, we were actually.
Then please, if you'd like to pick up this rapscallion and join us in going to the wonderful all-seeing eye, Whizbang.
Well, I mean, we'd gladly join you. I'm just not sure this rogue man here is in any condition to travel. I think I might have snapped his back.
Pick him up, Krog. Okay, I'll pick him up. He like stumbles over and like slings him over his shoulder.
This poor man.
Quite a shame. My tenets prevent me from healing him in this particular instance. Anywho, nice, like I said, nice work. Skyla, Onyx, you know,
Yeah.
pick up the pace, darling. she smiles.
I'm coming, Drura. Just chill out. Come on, Onyx. As she rolls her eyes and continues walking.
Drura just chuckles as she follows behind.
As you guys laugh and go up the mountainside, following the ogres, you get the particular whiff of dirty and disgusting smells from the ogres. However, you then also smell an overpowering essence and various burned sages and stuff, some that trying to cover up the ogre's disgusting natural smell.
I'm putting money on the fact that this is a what am I going to guess today? Let's go with gnome. I wonder if he'll be a gnome. Happy little surprise.
Fair enough. And if you like that video and like to see more content, please drop a like and subscribe to Wolfer28, or give us a follow and a rating on both Spotify and iTunes as Bardic Logs. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next time.